welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute, went through the turmoil, and I explained that in my previous video, so you can watch that if you want the explanation. But if you don't care about that and just want to hear about MLM stuff, then keep watching. Today we're going to be talking about social selling. The first part of this video, we're going to be talking about social selling, what it is, how MLMs use it and manipulate it. And as always, this is my opinion. I do some sort of research, but in this specific video, I'm going to just be giving like some context by giving definitions of specific words. With that being said, I highly encourage you guys to do your own research if this sort of topic interests you, but if not, then have fun hearing my opinion on this. First, we're going to be talking about social selling, and we're going to define it. So, social selling is the process of developing relationships as part of the sales process. Today, this often takes place via social networks such as LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Examples of social selling techniques include sharing relevant content, interacting directly with potential buyers and customers, personal branding, and social listening. While social selling is sometimes confused with social marketing, there are two key differences. First, social selling is focused on sales professionals rather than marketing professionals. Second, social selling aims to cultivate one-on-one relationships rather than broadcast one-to-many messages. First, leading in with that in mind, MLMs like to really utilize this idea of social selling, that we already use social media all the time, that we're always on our phone anyways, why not make money off of it? We're already all the time on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Why not monetize your platform? Whatever it may be, whatever tickles your fancy. And with the growth of this concept of social selling and, becoming social media influencer, this idea sounds appealing because you don't have to do so much of the work that it takes to become an actual social media influencer. They always like to say in MLMs that literally anyone can do it. You don't need to have a big following. We'll teach you all the steps that you need, like what posts to make, how many times you should post, like whatever. And they say that, one, even though it's not really true, people that have bigger followings and, are more relevant in the social influencer spectrum, those people tend to succeed more in this type of business, multi-level marketing, but they entice people by saying you don't need that big platform and that you can get there because we're going to give you the tools that you need, even though they don't really know anything about it either. So kind of contradictory, as we will see further going down the line in this video. Along with that, they kind of use this argument of, everyone's doing social selling anyways, but you're just not getting paid for it, right? They like to think I kind of mentioned this in a previous video, but they always have this kind of idea or perception in their mind that literally anything that you can do on social media, you can be making money for it. And you kind of have to question, like, why would you have to make money for it? If you recommend a movie to your friend and they go out to see it, that movie production, producers aren't paying you, or like AMC isn't paying you, or whatever. Again, it kind of goes into like, if you're bigger influencer on social media, or if you don't have the biggest following, it's like, if you don't have the biggest following, or what makes you so different, why should they have to pay you? You know what I mean? Like, again, with influencers, they're called influencers because they're influential and they have, their followers trust them and trust their opinion. Hence why social media influencers have that term coined, because they have a big following, right? They have more influence than the average person. So we have this post. This is from Not Your Hun. And someone took a screenshot and someone took a screenshot of a post from Olaplex, which is like a hair brand. And they said, and the post says, "We are thrilled to do our part to stand by our hairdressing community. We are excited to announce the Olaplex Professionals Affiliate Program." Now, an affiliate program is way different than multi-level marketing. An affiliate program is kind of like having, if you ever heard of the term affiliate link, it's like hairdressers can have a specific link that will give people a discount, and in return for that, they will get like a percentage. I don't know the specifics about this, but it seems like it would make sense for a hairdresser, professional hairdressers, to utilize this opportunity to promote a brand that they like without having to spend money on it, because they just get an affiliate link. The brand Olaplex gets, more customers, and the clients themselves, the people who get recommended the stuff, get a product, and the person that recommends it, the hairdresser, will get a percentage of the sale. So it works out, right? So the person that took a screenshot, she is a Monet market partner, whatever, takes a screenshot, puts it on her story, and she said, "Bish, are you kidding me? They doing the same thing as Monet, except they not paying your ass. You pick." Again, I must emphasize and I must reiterate, why would Olaplex pay you? Like, what advantage or specialty do you have? Because you don't need any experience, any knowledge, any training, any common sense. I'm just kidding. You don't need any training or like any certification or knowledge on literally any of the thing that the MLM is about, right? I don't need to know, jack shit about hair in order to join Monet. They'll take literally anybody. They'll take Bob off the side of the street. They'll recruit your dog. It doesn't matter. They will literally hire anyone. So tell me why Olaplex, a certified, reputable brand, Olaplex is a pretty reputable brand. It's pretty well known in the hairdresser community. Why would they ask people who don't know anything about hair care and like hair products to promote their stuff? This like popularization of social selling, it conditions people to believe that they should be compensated for like the littlest tasks.
Super simply, here's what you do. You stop using products from Sephora and GNC and places that don't pay you for the products that you're using. You stop using them. You start using our brand products. You'd redirect your spending into a brand that is planet conscious and people conscious, vegan, cruelty free, hypoallergenic, and has been that way for 40 years. Okay? Botanically based, non-toxic products. You start using them. You share what you love with people who you care about, and then you teach other people how to do the exact same.
Okay, couple things with that one. Again, perfect example. Why should GNC and Sephora and whatever, why should they pay you? You're the customer. Why would they pay you? Like, you're buying products from them. Like, I don't go to like Trader Joe's and get mad that they're not paying me because I like their products and I use it all the time and I tell people how much I love their ice cream. Like, I'm not stressed out about that. And I think that they're trying to make people feel like they should be concerned about that or that they should get paid for that. Like, in reality, why would you? Why would you get paid for that?
Obviously, this makes sense for celebrities, where brands do celebrity endorsements and pay celebrities to promote their products, or again, influencers. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a marketing tactic, but I don't understand why the customers again, something that the brand is doing. The brand is trying to promote their products to the customers. Like if everyone felt the need to be compensated, then there would be no customers.
Also, the whole thing was like you stop using products from there and you literally, they always say like you just have to switch out all the products you already use with our products, which just totally reiterates that. It's the fact that the consultants are the customers. Close the book. All right? The consultants are the freaking customers.
Not to mention the fact that that costs a lot of money and that people don't want to just throw out all of the makeup or hair products or whatever. They don't want to throw all of their stuff out and replace it with new things because one, it's expensive, and two, they probably like the stuff that they already have.
Why else would they tell you to buy every single thing in their hairline or all of Arbonne's makeup and switch it out with all the makeup that you spent a long time probably trying to figure out what works for you and, you know, what you rely on and what you like to buy? No, that doesn't matter. Switch it out. Don't care. Throw it in the trash. It's garbage. Buy Arbonne's makeup, something you've never tried before, but you have to buy it so that you can promote it. The MLM is literally convincing you that you need to buy their stuff in order to sell it. Like, I'm telling you, and they like to say, like, we don't keep inventory, blah, blah, which also proves that they're not really a business owner. If you don't have any inventory, you don't have any control on any of that. They buy all of that shiz because this is, again, what social selling is. You have to promote it on social media.
And because multi-level marketing companies don't rely on advertisements or commercials or anything like that, the consultants promote the products, but they pay to buy the products themselves and promote it, because you're not going to buy a product if you don't see the results or see that it works for people. So the consultants buy the products in order for you to be convinced that they work.
Because you can't go to a store and pick up Arbonne shiz because it's not going to compete with stuff that's already at GNC that people already freaking like. No one's going to pick up Arbonne's $70 freaking protein shake in GNC if they see it next to that, you know, that giant like whey protein that like every guy has. They're not going to buy it, okay? Like all of the stuff that they buy, oh, but that's for me. I just bought it because I really like it. Or when a new product drops, oh, I just bought it because I really want to try it and blah, blah, blah. Mother freaker, if you're a business owner, wouldn't you have a say in what the product is that y'all are going to be dropping? Like, wouldn't you have a say in what you want it to look like or taste like? Now, like we saw with that Olaplex post, they're doing something more, it's more related to something called influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is a form of social media marketing involving endorsements and product placements from influencers, people, and organizations who have a purported expert level of knowledge or social influence in their field. In the context of influencer marketing, influence is less about arguing for a point of view or product than about loose interactions between parties in a community. Influencer marketing is also important through social comparison theory. As psychologist Che reports, sorry if I mispronounced that, influencers serve as a comparison tool. Consumers may compare influencer lifestyles with their imperfections. Meanwhile, followers may view influencers as people with perfect lifestyles. Sound familiar? As such, the promoted products may serve as a shortcut towards a complete lifestyle. Che's study find women with low self-esteem compare themselves to influencers. As such, they elevate the status of influencers above themselves. When using an influencer, a brand may use consumer insecurities to its benefits. For this reason, influencer marketing may lead to faulty advertising. Now, I'm not saying every brand or every company that utilizes social selling and influence marketing or anything like that is, you know, reputable and ethical. I'm not saying that. There's definitely like holes in this entirety. I mean, if you watch my last video, you know how I feel about social media at this point, and MLMs kind of just make me hate it more. MLMs, and they said themselves, companies know and target specific insecurities that people might have, and in MLMs, it's maybe not the people at the top of the company themselves, maybe not the company themselves, but definitely the market partners and people's uplines will tell them to target people's insecurities, you know. Oh, like I had, you know, after I had my baby, I had all this weight that I just couldn't lose, and I've been insecure about my body, and ever since I started trying Beachbody, my life has never been better. I'm healthier, I'm working out more, blah, blah, blah. It kind of goes into the whole sunk cost fallacy where before they didn't really have, maybe they didn't, maybe they did. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but maybe before when, you know, before they tried Beachbody or whatever thing that they wanted to try, insert MLM name there. But before they tried that thing, let's just say Beachbody, who knows what their motivation would have been or was. Who knows what their motivation was. But now that they have invested money, again, sunk cost fallacy, I'll explain it in a little bit. But because they have invested money into this program, into this company, into this product, whatever, now they feel like they must get their money's worth out of it, and they are gonna put in the effort that they need. When in reality, if they would have done that before even trying Beachbody, it probably would have been the same. Like, again, Beachbody's stuff is not like a holy grail. It's just like a protein shake and like a workout plan that you can find on YouTube for free. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read you the definition of the sunk cost fallacy. In economics and business decision making, a sunk cost is a cost that has already been incurred and cannot be recovered. A sunk cost is a sum paid in the past that is no longer relevant to decisions about the future. Sunk costs do, in fact, influence people's decisions, with people believing that investments justify further expenditures. I'm a terrible reader. People demonstrate a greater tendency to continue an endeavor once an investment in money, effort, or time has been made. And you can apply that sunk cost fallacy to anything. It doesn't just have to be about money. A lot of us have probably been through something relative to sunk cost fallacy, maybe being in a relationship because you've already invested so much time and effort into it, or working at a job because you've already, you know, put so much effort to get to the place that you're at. Even if you don't really like the person, or if you really don't even like the job, you stay because you've invested X amount of money, time, or effort, right? Something that I really liked in that definition about influencer marketing is that they talk about the idea of complete lifestyle, and that can be said just about social media in general, but in specifically MLMs, we see that more relevant as a marketing tactic, because MLMs are more notorious about selling a lifestyle rather than the product themselves. Half the times when you hear recruitment videos or anything, they won't even mention the product at all. Like, I have seen dozens of videos where they talk about, when they talk about this changed my life and the sisterhood, and I was in a dark place and now I'm making more money than ever. And it's like, honey, what are you even selling? Like, what is the product? You haven't even said the company name. You haven't even said anything about the products. Are you liking the product? I think in a previous video, I'm pretty sure, but if not, I'll just tell you again right here. I watched this video of this girl explaining why she joined Monet, and she said that she didn't even try the products when she started selling Monet. She didn't even try the products yet. So how are we supposed to trust these social media influencers? Because that's what they feel like they are. I'm sorry, you're not an influencer your job requires you to be on social media. You're not a social media influencer. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Might have been a little harsh, but that's just the truth. And I think it's really funny when they don't mention the product because they're just proving everyone else's theories of why people think it's pyramid schemes because they don't even mention the product at all. They talk about the lifestyle. They talk about all the opportunities and experiences and blah blah blah, like everything you can everything you could possibly gain from this. I said this once and I'll say it again, but the products are literally just a loophole for for the company to not be checked out as a pyramid scheme. So when they say, oh, well, Beachbody isn't a pyramid scheme because we have product. Mother freaker, if you take away the product, you're a pyramid scheme, right? If you take away the product in any other like corporate America business model, like if you take the products out of, I don't know, Tresemme, then how on earth are they a pyramid scheme? Like their whole entire business would just be gone because they don't have any products, and all of their business model is structured around selling their like shampoo and selling like their Tresemme products. But if you take away the products in MLMs, people can still make money if they recruit other people. Okay. There's a picture right here of this girl. Again, selling the lifestyle. What is up with these luxury car lifestyle things? I have to do a whole video about this because this actually bugs me so much, how much they glorify how much better your life will be if you own luxury cars or are able to go on extravagant vacations or be able to buy like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. It actually makes me cringe. Like I actually hate it. It's disgusting. Yeah, here she is saying, I have a goal this month, regional vice president, blah, blah, blah. I've dreamed of promoting to regional vice president ever since I joined Arbonne. No dir, that's like one of the highest things in the company. Not only that, but for my team to also become a region. If you haven't given Arbonne a chance, let's talk. I'm so excited to share this company with you. Let's talk. Okay. Said it twice. Any support is appreciated. And again, they take a picture next. She's at the dealership. She doesn't have the Mercedes. Who goes to a dealership to take a picture of the car that they want with it? Desperado. I'm sorry. Desperado. And then at the very bottom, she says, oh yeah, by the way, less than 2% of Arbonne independent consultants achieve this bonus. There are no guarantees and results are different for everyone. Annual typical earning statements available at arbonne.com. Sketchy.
So we actually have an Instagram story to react to from a Monet consultant who is talking about social selling and how social selling is relevant in everyday lives.
Just like stumbled across YouTube.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you were on some type of social media and you came across something that looked good and you tried it. And this is how you eat your potato chips now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's kind of baffling about this is that isn't even social selling. It's someone sharing a recipe on the internet, someone sharing information on the internet, and someone else just took it upon themselves to try it out. That's not even really what social selling is. That's just sharing information. That's social media, but social selling is when you're specifically trying, like, we'll go back to the definition in the beginning, but social selling, you're trying to have a one-on-one interaction with specific people in order to sell a certain product. This person isn't selling a product, they are sharing a recipe and someone took it upon themselves to try it. They don't make any money if the person decides not to try the recipe.
Now, it wasn't always like this, but nowadays, MLM's entirety of their business model relies on social media. And it definitely helps when you have a big following or a lot of influence to help you promote your business?
I already have a very established, large following here on Instagram. I was a fashion influencer slash blogger. I've worked with numerous companies, boutiques, businesses, you name it. I did that. So my people trusted me. You know, I don't consider my following even just followers. Like, they've turned into family. They trust what I have to say throughout the years of promoting different products for them. And I have so many influencer friends here on Instagram. I follow a lot of influencers, and I kind of want to incorporate being an influencer into Arbonne. So the influencer world has taken off significantly here in the last few years. Everybody is wanting to be one. There's some that are really, really huge. They get paid pretty well.
So as we can see in that video, how are we supposed to believe that we're able to make it to the top of Arbonne or to the top of the MLM company or whatever, when people who are already at the top, like her, I think she's at the highest rank. I'm pretty sure she's national vice president. How are we supposed to believe that we average people who aren't already influencers are able to make it to that top, when our web of people that we know will run dry like instantly? When you're an influencer, you have basically like an infinite amount, quote unquote infinite amount of people that you can reach, because you already have a large following, and so you're more likely to pop up on people's explore page. How am I gonna become national vice president when she already had a very established following, and she said that she already had people, her followers, who trusted her and trusted what she had to say, and she already knew that those people would take into consideration what she has to say about Arbonne and support her in this business. For the rest of this video, we're gonna react to that rest of that clip and just have our take on that.
And basically promote their product to our followers, help them gain a following and sales. Sometimes I got a code, sometimes I didn't. A lot of times I was just paid in free product. Here and there I would get $100 or so, or a couple $100 a post, but those posts weren't consistent and they weren't frequent enough. They didn't pay the bills. They simply just didn't pay the bills. As great of a title as that was, or to be known as an influencer or a blogger, it only looked good on Instagram. My personal life did not reflect it.
Okay, so she admits right there that even before she even found or discovered Arbonne or whatever, that her life already as an influencer, blogger, whatever, was false. She was living a fake lifestyle because her personal life did not reflect the life that she chose to promote on her social media platform.
It at first, because I didn't want to ruin my reputation or my following. Little did I know that that wouldn't matter, and this would actually change my life.
Of course, celebrities, influencers, people with some sort of popularity, whatever, they're normal people. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm saying, though, that she kind of threw out the responsibility that she had previously as an influencer, because Arbonne conditioned her mind to believe that it doesn't matter what other people think about her, even though her entire job or career is based off of what people think about her.
All it took was me changing my mindset from I'm too good for this to I deserve better. I sat down, I listened to what Arbonne was all about, and in that time in my life, I was already seeking more of a holistic, non-toxic way of life, with just my cleaning supplies, my makeup, my skincare, just everyday things that I was using, because it was coming to my attention due to some medical issues that the things that I was using were creating problems.
I don't really know what kind of stuff she was using before. Even as an influencer, I feel like she should have done a little bit of research to see what products she was using beforehand before advertising it or promoting it.
On my body and in my body that were affecting me, and now they don't, and I am 100% convinced. So I believed in this product. I was already sharing products that I liked, But now I had something that I truly believed in. I truly, truly believed in. And I was going to bed one night and I was thinking, how am I benefiting these people? The whole point of being an influencer is these people trust me to influence them, to lead them in a right direction.
Okay, but she just said that, like, okay, now I'm promoting something that I truly believe in. But how are we supposed to believe that? How are we, as the audience, as her followers, how are we supposed to believe her now when before all the stuff that gained her the following in the first place was a lie? How are we supposed to leave her now? Because what, she's being authentic and doing this IGTV explaining why she joined Arbonne. Like, are we supposed to just believe her now because she's being authentic and telling us that her lifestyle beforehand wasn't true? What makes her reasons now for us to be able to agree with what she's saying or trust her now?
Probably leading them in a wrong direction of things that really aren't fulfilling them. They're not doing anything for their personal health, their bodies. I can't sleep at night knowing that these people are putting their trust in me and I'm leading them astray. So it took a lot of prayer, a lot of faith, and I decided that to go out on a limb. I was super scared.
I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that there. We're just gonna leave that there.
Because I couldn't sleep good at night knowing that I was recommending products that weren't good for people, that weren't going to serve any purpose. I did that for the greater good of my heart, and I wanted the best for people. And you know what? This opportunity gave that to me. Arbonne gave that to me. Arbonne also gave me the ability to stay at home and work this business that I'm so passionate about changing other people's lives, building women up, and also feeding my health, myself, my child, and my husband, all at the same time. I was literally paying someone else to watch my kid while I was doing something I didn't even enjoy. Influencers.
Okay, couple things too. One, I thought that was gonna go a different direction. I was literally paying someone else to promote their products or to work for them. That would have been hilarious. Two, isn't the whole point of this video to explain why her influencer life is exactly like the life that she's living now? Isn't that the whole point of this video? I mean, like, all she's really said, the difference between that is that she didn't really get paid that much being an influencer. She only got paid in products and it didn't pay the bills. And now she's saying that she never liked it, even though her job is literally the same. In my eyes, it's pretty much the same, except she doesn't have to do what literally more than half of the people that join these multi-level marketing companies have to do, because she already has the following. She doesn't have to like slide into people's direct messages and, you know, try to convince them to buy stuff. She doesn't have to do all of that. She doesn't have to do the stuff that a lot of people are ashamed and like feel gross for doing, which is like kind of guilt tripping people or telling people to join her business, because she's already established a following. So literally all she has to do is have a picture with the product, have a picture with like an Arbonne shake or fizz stick, and people will message her and be like, hey, what is this? Or, oh my gosh, she's drinking this fizz stick, I want it now. So she doesn't really know that there's a difference between Arbonne MLM and pyramid scheme, because she's never gotten to see that side of the multi-level marketing company that makes it, you know, a pyramid scheme.
You already have such a large platform. Use it for the greater good. You don't have to give up your fashion. You don't have to give up the things that you love the most. But when it comes to product, when it comes to healthy makeup, when it comes to skincare, when it comes to people's health, promote something that you can believe in and that's great for them and where you can make a residual income. You guys, this opportunity is everything. It's a way to help change people's lives. It's a way to pass on can honestly do that for you. When you stop worrying about what people will think, when you stop bills. The product was actually not even healthy for me. It had ingredients in it that I now look at and I'm like, I would never even touch that with a 10-foot pole. So you guys, stop worrying what people will think. The people that are there for you, that are gonna ride or die for you, are gonna follow along. At the end of the day, it's just Instagram. They're just followers. And do marketing before, hands down, the best culture and community I've ever been a part of.
Okay, so she continues on to say that here's what stresses me out about this video specifically. She admits first of all, the video is very contradictory, talking about how she didn't really like being an influencer or what she did beforehand, but now she's doing the same exact thing. That's already confusing in itself, but I don't understand, like, it's not, these people, I don't know what they tell these people, like, behind closed doors. I don't know what's in those fizz sticks. I don't know what's in those protein shakes, but something is literally hooking these people, you know, hook, line, and sinker. Something is definitely capturing them because, oh my God, these people are so defensive about their MLM. They're so passionate about it, which I actually think that they're just like brainwashed or conditioned to think that way. I mean, I'm not like, I have never seen anyone like talk so much about, you know, their business besides actual business owners and people in MLMs. These people in MLMs are just trying to prove something. And with social media and this whole concept of social selling, they can allow people, literally the average Joe, to do it. But I just like to show that that's not exactly the case, because this chick right here, she was saying that she already had an established following. And so she had the trust already of thousands of people. So anyways, yeah, that is just my take on it. Sorry if this is a little bit of a longer video, but, you know, had to be said. If you guys like this type of video, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, thanks for watching.